Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you with another recap video. Today we're going to talk Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode, was it 3 or 4, I think? Anyway, Married at First Sight. So, basically in this episode, we see the 4 out of the 5 couples go on their honeymoon. Prior to that, they meet up with the families. I'm going to start with Kristen and Mitch. Kristen and Mitch, they meet with each other's in-laws and stuff, and they just basically talk about, what are your intentions? Mitch gave a good answer with his intentions. Like, he'll give, his 100% if she gives hers and everything. Now, Mitch's family pretty much kind of, I think might have scared Kristen a tad bit. They had mentioned that Mitch is a little bit of a rebel, and, Mitch is really into environmental things, so he's all about saving the planet and stuff, and I can respect that. But they say he's a rebel. He's a little bit his way of a highway. He doesn't seem like, I don't know, I'm just not getting the best vibe from Mitch yet, because he's he's starting to smile more, but just based on how he acted prior to his wedding, that just concerns me about how much how he's going to be in this relationship with Kristen. And Kristen is just this outgoing, bubbly personality, so she's going to be pulling a lot out of him. So, yeah, but, they had their first night together. They did not consummate the marriage yet. Obviously they're still strangers at this point, so, they had a nice night and had a nice little breakfast together and everything. So, so far so good at the start. It's still early. So, yeah, that was Kristen and Mitch. Next I want to talk is Lindy and Miguel. Lindy and Miguel, I can't, they're reminding me a little bit of Jasmine and Mike from last season. I'm not getting a good read on them. I'm not getting a read on them yet. I can't tell. I think Lindy is into Miguel, but I don't think Miguel is really into her yet. And there's scenes, Lindy, as I mentioned on previous videos, that she comes from a big religious family, and they're really tied into their beliefs. And when Miguel met with Lindsay's family, her brother again just bringing up the Bible. In the Bible, when you have sex with somebody, that person. I'm just like, bro, leave them alone. Don't, I'm a Christian man myself, but I'm not gonna, I respect everybody's opinions. If they're not into it, I'm not gonna shove it down their throat. So there's that. And then on their wedding night, Kristen took a half an hour to an hour just finding her pajamas and stuff, and Mitch was just sitting on the bed just waiting and waiting and waiting, And then he was just saying, she's not giving me any red flags yet, but she's giving me magenta flags. Because when she goes off about her struggles and stuff, Lindy had mentioned to Miguel's family that she has some student loans and is a little bit in debt. I mean, but who isn't? Who isn't? So, that's not a big deal for me, but you know how a lot of people are when it comes to finances with that. So I hope that doesn't play a part with them and everything. And I'm thinking that Miguel is not fully into it quite yet. I mean, again, it's still early, but we'll see. So yeah, that was Lindy and Miguel. Next I want to talk is Sasha and Nate. They are right now my favorite couple, and I was worried about them. I was worried about Sasha, but her and Nate have this great physical connection, and it's just you can, they might be able to overlook the personality traits. I mean, obviously right now they haven't come out because obviously you're still in the honeymoon stage, but they are a great couple. When they got to the honeymoon, they just had they showed a nice little romantic moment in the shower. They took a shower together. I don't know why Lifetime decided to air that, but they took a nice little hot shower, and it was actually pretty hot. I have to admit, it was pretty hot. They have this nice physical attraction going with them. So yeah, that was Sasha and Nate. And next is Alexis and Justin. Alexis and Justin, same thing. They have a great physical connection. I think that Justin has mentioned he's been celibate for a couple years, and so, which is good. I respect that. And so yeah, but he had mentioned on the honeymoon when they met all the other couples is that she makes him excited. He got up and felt so excited just being around her, and everything. So again, Alexis and Justin, they met with each other's families and stuff. Just what are your intentions, and it's just all about the love, basically. So yeah, I mean, both Sasha and Nate, Alexis and Justin, they both have physical attractions to their spouses, which is awesome. So let's just see how. Okay, you got that, but now let's take a look at the big things, at the big pictures when the big issues come about, to see how they match up with that. So that's what I'm eager to see. So yeah. Those four couples, they got to meet each other at the airport. They basically had to go to the airport. They're going to Mexico for their honeymoon. They get to Mexico, they just circle up and just say how much what the wedding was about, And another thing about Alexis and Justin is that they apparently met before on social media. I think they were swiping through a dating app, and they came across each other, talked to each other for a little bit, and then just got rid of him. So they weren't expected to meet each other first sight, and they put two and two together on their wedding night to say, wait a minute, have we met before? I think we met before. So it's a small world out there. So if you're going on Married at First Sight, you might be marrying someone you already know. So, and we've seen that over the past couple seasons, with Johnny and Val from season 13, and Amelia and Bennett from season 11, who knew each other when they got married at first sight. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it faded out, but when you're in the dating stage, you just don't know. You're still trying out new things and keeping your options open. It didn't work out, but now they're married. And so now let's just see why it didn't work out and see why it could work out. So I'm pulling for Alexis and Justin. I hope they do well. And the next couple is Morgan and Ben. Now, Ben had tested positive for COVID. So his wedding got delayed. Him and Morgan's wedding got delayed, but he finally tested negative, and he sent Morgan this beautiful ring and with this beautiful card saying sorry about my COVID delay, and and that our honeymoon being short, but we'll go anywhere that you want to go to for our second honeymoon. So Morgan and Ben, they finally had their wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Morgan was just so excited, she was bubbly. Her dad didn't walk her down the aisle. He didn't show up. She wasn't too mad about that, but she just wanted to prove that she's strong with that, So Morgan and Ben, they got married. The childhood vows were very beautiful and stuff. They had a nice little conversation. They talked about, we'll go to Japan, Tokyo, Japan for our second honeymoon if we're still together and stuff. So, they looked really good. Now, I am worried about them a little bit because, seeing the previews, it looks like it's not gonna be daisies and roses, but once real life hits with all these couples is when we're going to really be able to nitpick what's really going on. So everybody right now is still in the honeymoon stage, and we're about to see what happens on these honeymoons in the next week and stuff, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, but I feel like all 5 of these couples were matched correctly. I think that every single one of these couples are to be with each other, and I'm hoping for 5 out of 5. I don't think I'm going to get 5 out of 5. We got 4 out of 4 last season until after the reunion. But I'm hoping for 5 out of 5. It would be cool, but I doubt it. But but you never know. Anything could happen. So So yeah. But thank you guys for watching. This was Married at First Sight. I'm sorry I didn't do my catfish video. I've been so tired lately with work and everything. So I'm going to try to get back on catfish next week before the season ends. Because apparently my catfish videos are more popular than my Married at First Sight and 90 Day Fiance recaps. So I'll get back on catfish next week. I'll just do a quick little review. This week's episode of Catfish, it ended in a love story. At first, the person was who he says a girl been talking to this guy for 17 years, and they never met. And when they finally met, it was actually the real person in the pictures. They got along great, but at the 2-month follow-up, they decided not to be with each other. So that was unfortunate. So that's just a little quick overview of Catfish. But again, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow on Saturday for 90 Day Love in Paradise Caribbean, and on Sunday for regular 90 Day Fiance. So be sure to watch my videos, keep liking and subscribing, and I'll be sure to get back on track with these a little bit more when I get a good schedule going. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.